Hello, Poodle. And hi, Carol. And hi, Deb. I had clicked on comments. I don't know what happened to it. It went off again, but now it's there. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I braved it and I went and actually bought groceries the other day. I went to the store. It was the day before school started. What a nightmare. Oh, yay, Deb. Yay. You're breaking out of jail finally. Well, at least you'll have some entertainment for tonight. Yeah, I felt real sorry for these poor kids going back to school so early. Well, Deb should be feeling good because she's getting out of the hospital. Hi, Janet. I'm feeling okay. I'm plodding along. I'm pushing myself. I'm trying to get a lot of stuff, trying to do a lot of things that need to be done. I have iced coffee. Hi, honey. How are you? Kim. It's Kim, right? On my vintage, yes. How are you? Oh, thank you, Janet. I'll tell you what, that lady cut my hair. It's the same lady all the time. Well, she was upset about something. Hi, Linda. And she was clipping away, and I thought it was Kim. Good. I'm glad you're okay. So I could see the hair just flying like in a movie. And so she said, "Do you want to see?" She showed me my hair, and then she said, "Do you want to see the back?" And I looked. I'm like, "Oh, that's really nice." I walked outside. I'm thinking, "Oh my gosh, she scalped me." So I told Ron, I says, "Well, it will grow back, so I guess I'll just." And it kind of like tapers in the back, you know. Yeah, she was definitely taking her frustration out on my head. I don't know. Maybe I need to get a job like that. Boy, would I be, I'd have everybody coming out bald. Excuse me, guys. I don't have any green glass today. I didn't get to the storage, and I don't have any here. I think I sent it all to storage. I have some good news. Well, it's good for me anyway, and good for anybody that comes close to me. Um, they opened up about, I'd say, a year ago now, almost a year. This big antique mall in Highland, Indiana, which is about half an hour from here, maybe. And it's only about 10 minutes from my brother Rocky. So, as you've heard me say many, many times that he's a hoarder. Well, when his wife passed away, he had two houses. She lived in one and he lived in one. So he's now living in the house that she was living in, that was our grandparents' house. And he's going to rent out the house that he was living in. Well, it was full of stuff. Imagine that one. So he's had to be packing everything up, and he has to clean it up because he's going to rent it and rent it out. So I kept telling him, I said, you're never going to get rid of all your stuff by having garage sales. That's not going to happen. So I talked him into, because his daughter already has a booth at this place. I said, let's just get a booth at the antique mall. I said, we both have tons of stuff. I don't have tons like he does, though. He was showing me 32 boxes in his back porch that had, I think it was books. I'm not kidding you. I started getting like an anxiety attack just looking at it. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So anyway, he's got so much stuff. So we got got a booth, and it's a pretty good size one. And we were looking at stuff, and they were explaining how to do everything, set it up. They set it up for us. And he goes, when we left, he goes, did you understand what she was saying? I go, yeah. He goes, I didn't understand any of that kind of stuff. I don't know how to do that. I said, that's why you got me. I'll have to put all the stuff in inventory. Oh, I am going to do that, Janet. The very first day when we start hauling stuff in there, I'm going to start videoing then. I would have the other day, but, we were being talked to by the lady, one of the managers. So, but yeah, I'm going to do start videoing. And like when we go in there, move stuff around and put more stuff in there, I'll constantly be keeping you guys updated. So, yeah, so the first time is going to be a nightmare because I'm going to have to put a whole lot of stuff in inventory. And I have no idea what he has. So, a lot of my stuff, when I buy it, I put it in an inventory book. So I know what I have, but he just has. I called him one day, I think it was last week, and I wanted to talk to him about something. Oh, I told him I was going to tell him I set up an appointment. And he says, I'm at the bins right now. I said, you're kidding me. He said, no. I said, oh, so he showed me what he bought the other day. He gave me a bag with some blocks and a couple of random things. And he bought some like, cans that had like Brasso and toilet bowl cleaner and stuff, old cans. And he got a huge jug that's, like a crockery jug, and an old sewing machine. He paid $17 for a beautiful old treadle sewing machine. $17. So there's one thing to go in the booth. So that's my story. Hi, Nathan. That's my story. My weekly, bi-weekly, whatever story. I have a lot of stories. I don't know where they come from. So how is everyone doing individually and collectively? Everybody's I'm feeling okay today, Nathan. Um so far I'm hanging in there. Not perfect, but I'm feeling as good as I'm gonna feel. I still have to sit down and rest every once in a while, but oh well, I'm old. I was watching somebody on TV a little while ago before I sat down, and they were ripping Biden apart. And I was very upset with them. I thought the man is more together at his age than Trump was when he was president. So, not having the best day. What's the matter, honey? Thank you, Nathan. My nose itches. Sorry. I wear, from wearing that oxygen, sometimes it feels like it's always itching. Oh, Janet's waiting on a big team order. I'm sorry, honey. It's hard when things are going awry. You got that right, Deb. Yeah, yes, exactly, Carol. Whatever I'm doing, it takes what used to take me an hour or two now takes me the day, which means I don't get stuff done like it should be done. Um, yeah, I've been buying like 3 or 4 small orders a month. I never do get like huge orders. I only got one kind of large order from Timu. I just check on stuff all the time, and I don't know if anybody saw my Timu haul from last night, but I just as things pop up, sometimes things will pop up, and it's just the right thing that I needed. Well, good. I'm glad, Kim. Well, Nathan, we just have to pray that it doesn't happen. The one about the Timu one, Janet? Because I made a little tiny video saying that I was going to have my sale tonight, and I never could find it after I did it. Does anybody else like iced coffee? I love it. In fact, I may have to hop up and oh. So, well, we have us a little group here. So, Ron is doing good. I think he's working on laundry right now. And we were both hanging up stuff earlier, and then I had to rest for a bit and watch General Hospital. My one guilty pleasure. You miss him? Well, I'll have to get him to sit in here and say weird jokes someday. Yeah. Well, half the time I drink my coffee. Thank you, Deb. I always forget to. I'm not very good at saying thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, which I think everybody here is, to subscribe to my channel. I don't think of those things. I don't know why. I should, because I know that uh, YouTube is very particular about these things. But I am on Temu clothing today, in fact. Pants and a shirt. I like their clothes. The only thing is they're kind of hit or miss for me for sizes. Um, I haven't lost enough weight to get into a nice comfy size yet. But um, I have to look at the cut of the thing to know if it's going to fit or not. So, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I have 3 or 4 things that don't really, they're kind of tight right now on the across my belly. So I'm just going to not wear them until hopefully my belly will go down a little bit more. So, anywho, and every once in a while, I like my weight will just kind of stay there for a day or two and then it'll go down again. So, like today, I had some ice cream. That'll probably blow it for today. Yeah, that's kind of hard to do with the cast. I've bought quite a few dresses too, and I actually have worn them. Because it's been so hot that oddly enough, they're more comfy than pants. Hello, Chicago lady. How are you, Jeannie? I have not seen you well, I've seen you at other sales, but I haven't seen you in a monkey's age. Whatever that is. Well, Jeannie lives close enough she could go to that antique mall because she only lives in Illinois. Illinois, as they like to say, them dumb people. Alrighty, well, I will start my sale. I've just been keeping it small because it's easier. And right now where I pack everything is full of Temu, so I have to unload that whole table tonight and finish packing things up and send out invoices tomorrow because it's kind of jammed together right now. So I'm gonna start with this here little group of Tupperware glasses because I think these are nice. These are the ones the size I used to always use for my kids. These little, I don't know how many ounces. Oop, they are. Oh, goodness. But these are like brand new. I mean, they're in really good shape. It's obvious my children didn't get a hold of them or they would have had little bite marks all the way around them. Yeah. So there's a green one, a yellow one, a peach colored one or pinky peach, and a baby blue. And these are the old type. I mean, that they first had. They're $4 and they're number 12. $4, number 12 for the little Tupperware glasses. And they're great for camping and stuff too, in fact, I think I had these with my camping stuff. And then when I got rid of my camper, I unpacked my camping box too. So, alrighty. Yeah, well, people don't usually want to help me anymore. So I don't, when, when Ron helped me, I don't think he really was loving it that much. He just kind of did it because he thought I needed help. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Kim. I've been for the last probably 2 years that I've been having sales. I have been selling some of his stuff too. I don't know if I got anything tonight that's his, but I have he would bring carloads of stuff over here. And yeah, I'll bring stuff over here too to sell. Cause if I'm doing all the work, I should get to I should get to sell it over here too, right? And he doesn't ever ask for money. I was telling somebody, except for I had a bunch of silverware that was his, and it was from the railroad. It was railroad silverware. And I listed that on eBay, and I'm not kidding you. I barely got it on listed, up on the thing, and I was already getting bites and people buying it. So that's the only time he asked me for money. Every time I'd say, I got money for you. No, I don't need it. Hello, sis. So if you don't want it, I'll take it. Alrighty. My next item is this rooster pitcher, and it is made in Thailand. Is that where it's at? Thailand? Yes, Thailand. And it is in perfect condition. It doesn't have any cracks or chips or anything. And it's big enough to put some milk in it for breakfast or fill it up for your coffee for all day long. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jeannie. I I hope you are getting better. It's no fun being sick. Okay, so this super cool rooster is, yeah, mine are always like that. Uh it's $12 and it's number one. I got a couple of things that are a little more expensive in this sale. It just happened to be stuff I laid my hands on. Hi, Poppy. I've been good. How have you been? Haven't seen you in quite some time. Alrighty. My next item are these silicone wine glasses. There's a pink one and like a turquoise one. Well, let's see if I can. I always forget. I go the wrong way. It says on it, "Dear you, it seemed like a good idea. Lots of love, wine." I think that one's easier to see. These are another thing. Oh, you were in Greece. Oh, how cool. So These are another thing. It'd be really nice if you were camping or, sitting outside with something to drink, because if you drop it, it's not going to break. And these, well, I lost the thing off of it. Oh, here it is. These glasses, two of them, are $6, and they are number 14. $6, number 14. Now, of course, you can't clink them. They go pop. But you can go pop. And they're, a regular wine size. Alrighty. My next item. I'm not like Dee. I don't have like 800 Vera Bradley things, but I have one, and it is a wallet, and it's like gray and green and orange, kind of fall colors, and it's like this on the inside. And it has the zipper part in the back for your change. And it's very clean. I don't think it was ever used. Doesn't look like it. No fraying or anything. It is $8, and it is number 9. $8, number 9 for the Vera Bradley wallet. Dee could open up a purse store, actually. I think this is the only Christmas item I have. And it's this really pretty yeah, no kidding. I know what you're saying. It's for your Christmas cards. It's like there's a little spider in there. And it has like a little chain. And it says holiday cards here. It's made by Hallmark. And so you could hang it up, or it's got little pads on it. You could, sit it down on a table or something too. And it is $5, and it's number 6. $5, number 6. What I like about it is it's such a neutral color. You could, put it with anything. And that's going to go to Miss Carol Verbeers. Now I'm going to have to send her a card. Actually, I should already make them out now, because I'm so bad about card sending. Terrible. Thank you, Carol. All right. All righty. Yep, that was the only Christmas thing I had today. So, I have this really pretty, I'm trying to get it as close as I can. Fenton plate. It's, let me put my glasses on. I can't. It looks almost like slag glass. And it says, the little brown church in the valley. It's got the Fenton mark on the back. It says Christmas in America #1. And it's in Bradford, Iowa. But it looks, I don't know why it's got light spots and dark spots. It looks like slag glass almost. But I just thought it was really pretty. I think my mom sold these in her store. I think they came out while she was still alive. Anyway, it is $8 and it's #9. But there was like a whole series. No, I don't think it glows. I never checked. Nope. No glow. Miss Poodle, it is yours. Yeah, I love it. Maybe I'll run across some other ones because I thought it'd be neat to have, I've got a couple of the Fenton plates myself that were my mom's. And I put them up every Christmas, but they're not this series. I love these because I love like frosted glass and everything real. Yeah, I love churches and I do love Fenton. I think Fenton glass. Does anybody remember when they sold it in Cracker Barrel? It used to be when you walked in, it was one whole side was like Fenton glass. And I'm not sure if it was real expensive then or not, but let's see here. Let's see, Miss Poodle. Okay. All right. These are I gotta take my glasses off. These are pottery. I'm gonna show you one at a time. And they look at the glaze on them is kind of weird. You can see it kind of modeled. But whoever made them, made the animals out of the pottery and attached them because they're like 3-dimensional. And they look like this on the back. So this one is a piggy. And this one is a cow. And the pair of them they're of course hand painted. The pair of them is $12 on #20. $12 #20. This next item is, gosh, something I bought a long time ago. And I've just hung on to it. And they're putting a sale or everything. But it is green glass. And it is wavy. I want to show you what it looks like this way. And then it's like wavy. I'm not really sure. It's got like bubbles in it. And I don't know if it glows. I'm going to check it out. No. It doesn't glow. It looked like it might. But I've never seen anything like it. It doesn't have any chips or cracks or anything. I couldn't find out who made it. I couldn't find out anything about it. And it is $5, number 13. $5, number 13. Yeah, it is art glass of some sort, but it's, I thought, I don't know if it's like a console thing where you'd put fruit on it, or wasn't really sure. Must have been a riot to make it, right? All right. Oh, Poodle, let me tell you. My daughter's dog, that little sucker, when they'll go outside, she will bark like she's screaming, and where she'll sit on the couch is right next to me. I'll be in my chair. And yesterday she did this all day long and night long. I was ready to choke her. I said, I'm going to carve her barking voice box out if you don't do something. I don't know what the heck was with that dog, but oh my gosh, she was driving me nuts. Doesn't take much. It don't take much to drive me crazy. I think Ron would say it's a short trip. Okay. My next item is this cute little, I had one that I used to use and I sold it. And then I had this one. I had never even used it yet. But it is a instant coffee container, because back when instant coffee became real popular, they had all kinds of containers for them. And it looks like this. It doesn't have any chips or cracks or anything. It has a cork seal to seal it up. And it looks like this on the inside. It is made by, MO of Japan. And it is number 16, and it's $10. $10, number 16. Yeah, Rocky said he had like 4 boxes of, first he said glass, now he said it's glass, figurines, stuff like that. That I'm probably going to be going through I might go over there next week and start putting the stuff in inventory. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I love redware, all kinds of redware. And I found this little redware, like a little trinket dish, I guess. It's redware on the bottom. And it's signed by somebody or some company. Let me see what it says. Oh, it says Ozark. I don't know if you can see that. It's got this real pretty little pink rose on it. And it's just perfect size. Put junk in. It is $3, number 8. $3, number 8. I just always have something like this on my dryer so that when I went through the pockets, I'd throw it all in this little cup or a little cup. Okay. I have this cobalt blue Avon bottle. I've had several of these pass through my hands, through my sales, and this one is, I kept this one for a while because it wasn't in as good a shape as all the other ones I sold. The gold is kind of worn off. And the cork, I don't know why when I got it, had tape on it like this. I don't know if it was to keep it tighter. I don't know. I just always left it like that. And it is $5. And it's number 2. So if you collect cobalt blue, it's a really nice cobalt blue. You can always turn it that way. I had it just as a little filler on my shelves because I still have kept a few pieces of cobalt blue, but I got rid of a few. I'm getting rid of a few of the blue pieces because I just ran out of room. I kept buying and not getting rid of anything. So, alrighty. I have this really pretty metal plate. It is called, let's see. This design is called the Duke of Gloucester pattern, and it is taken from an English Worcester soup plate made about 1780. Produced for the Metropolitan Museum of Art, New York, by Elite Gift Boxes, England. And it's in really nice shape. There's, it's don't have a lot of dings or anything on it. It's really in nice shape. It is $8 and it is number 10. It looks English. Okay. Oh, I've got another picture. It's kind of a picture day, actually. And it is this big toucan bird. And seems to be in good shape. I think there was a couple little spots and I touched them up. Some of it is missing glaze on the orange. The glaze didn't cover it. I do not know who made this, but it's a good sized picture. I mean, you could put a lot in it, or you could, use it for decor. I know somebody that's got all kinds of figural pictures on the top of their cabinets. And this friendly little feller is $10, and it's number 15. $10, number 15. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Hi, Bandit. What's up? What's up, buddy? Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. I have these really pretty crystal um I know there's a sticker on here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Crystal salt and pepper shakers. They're full lead crystal made by Lennox, and they're made in Germany. And they're little lighthouses. They have corks like this in the bottom, and they are $10, number 7. $10, number 7. They're really pretty. They're really heavy too. You can tell they're crystal. I like the frosted water at the bottom. All right. My next item is this little restaurant pitcher creamer. And it's like a rose colored on top, in perfect shape, no cracks or chips or anything. It was made by Mayer China in Beaver Falls, PA. And it is $7 and it's number 17. $7, number 17. And I have this really pretty little, it's all white, but it's, or cream color, whatever, but it's so pretty. I love the pattern of it. And it is made by Shenango, China. I've never, it must have been a fancy restaurant to have this. Go ask Ron. I think Bandit wants some food. I've never ate in a restaurant like this that, or apparently was fancy enough to give me this pretty of a creamer. Anyway, this is $5 and it's number 18. $5, number 18 for the Shenango picture. Shenango. I have this beautiful wood tray. I mean, it's beautiful. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is. I'm going to guess maple, maybe. I should have cleaned it off with Pledge. And it's in beautiful shape. There's not, like a bunch of dings in it or anything. It's in really nice shape. It's made by Stanwood Trays in Dundee, Illinois. That's not that far from here. And it is number 3. It's $15. I was surprised at the value of these trays. So I assumed the wood was something pretty spectacular. I mean, it's made really nice. So I would assume that would be another reason why, but it's yeah. It's a really nice tray. What are you heating up? Are they gone?
No.
Oh. Oh, she's still, he never came back. Oh, I ate the onion ring that was in there. I didn't know if they wanted it for themselves. I didn't take it. All right. All righty. I have this really pretty sectioned tray or sectioned dish. And it's got a celery. It's got some kind of fruit. I guess maybe apples. Cherries. And then there's a fish. I know I always put those things together on a tray. Maybe it's just in case you don't know what to put on a tray. It gives you a hint. I don't know. But I like it because they're all frosted. I thought it was kind of cool because all the things are frosted. But there's several sections. And sadly, the holidays will be coming sooner than we'd like. I noticed when I was cleaning this off, I felt a couple of little flea bites that I did not see when I bought it. They're along this one edge. And so I reduced the price because of that. It is number 11, and I'm asking $9. $9, number 11. You could put candy on it. You could put all kinds of different olives on it. I had a Greek salad today and I had calamari olives. Oh, isn't that what they're called? Calamari, calamata, Greek olives. They were good. They were real good. All right. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to going out to garage sale. I already asked Ron if he'd go with me, if we could go. Ron Poodle said hello to say hello to you.
I gotta go.
He said hello to you too. He was heading to the bathroom, but he did say hello. Anyway, we're gonna go garage selling because I need to find stuff. Always gotta find stuff. I haven't shopped for a while. Last time it's been a month since I went to the Goodwill because I get things in the mail all the time to go, and they have special sales, but I haven't went for a while. I just didn't really have the time. And so I also have to look for canning jars because my daughter Becky, and I are going to can. So I hope I find some cool stuff tomorrow for you guys, all you guys. All right. I think I only have one thing. No, I have two things left. I have this, which I picked up the last time I went to the Goodwill. Bye, Kim. It was good to see you too, honey. I guess everybody's doing grocery. I did mine a couple days ago. I did mine Tuesday, actually. Bye, sweetheart. I hope things get better for you. I have this big platter. I think it's 13 inches. And it's a Coke platter. I have the box for it.
Oh, hush.
It would be a nice size to, put cookies and candy and fudge and whatnot on and take to somebody's house because it's really big.
Or to my house.
To your house?
Hello.
Okay.
I can't. Hello, guys. Hi, Poodle. And Vintage. How you guys doing? And
she was just leaving. That's Kim.
And there's Shy Girl.
Deb Clark.
Hi, Deb.
And there's Jeannie and Carol Verbeers.
I feel like Romper Room. I see Shy Girl
and Sis. Sis said hello. There he is. He's been let out of the cage. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought. So it's this big plate, and it is $9 number 4. And I have the box, so you could keep it in the box, or you could. Box is in good shape. You could actually give it as a gift if you were so inclined. You could take it to somebody's house like a hostess gift, have your goodies in another plate or something, and then when you get there, put them all on this plate. Alrighty, so we got that. Now my last item yeah, my mom was really, really good and taught me about taking hostess gifts to people. So I was taught well. So I usually do try to do that. My kids always say, "Why did you do that?" And I go, "Because grandma did it. Because your grandmother did it." So where am I? I'm going to show you something. Oh, hi, Dee. I bet you're pooped. She's giving you a run for your money, ain't she? So, my last item is this pin cushion. It originally sold for $1.49. And these still they sell similar things, but this was a souvenir piece from Quebec. There's no pins in it right now, but that's what it looks like. Got a wooden handle, and this is all heavy metal of some kind, and it has a tape measure. So I think what I'm going to do is well, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe doing it as an offer up. I'll tell you what, if anyone's interested, these are great collector's items. And I'm pretty sure this sells for more than what I got on it. But I have on it $20 and it's number 19. $20, number 19. One of my grandsons collects these things because I have given him a few. I didn't even realize I had this one. I was digging around in a box and I found it. So yeah. And that, my friends, is all I have for you tonight. So so how's Miss Winnie Pooh today? Oh, that's all right. Nate, I haven't seen you in forever, my man. How are you? You love to see me? That's good. I'll have to call you like let's see, do you watch your Mondays? Or I'll just Dangerously Fabulous. Well, that's pretty good. I've never been dangerously fabulous. At least not in the last few years. When I was a little bit younger, yeah. I used to be quite dangerous. Yes. What's that, Sarah? Oh. I asked Ron to feed Bandit. I don't know if he ever did or not. He didn't feed Biscuit? He probably didn't hear you. You retired your dangerous poodle? I did too, because I could get hurt. It's who's always dangerous? Nate? Yeah, it's painful if you're dangerous at my age. You have to really mind your P's and Q's. So, Tyler said I'm always dangerous. Hey, when he's around, I have to be dangerous. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, Tuesday, I'll call you when you're babysitting, and me and Winnie will have us a little chit chat. Yeah, I was telling everyone before you got here that I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look for some garage sales tomorrow and go garage sailing. I need to find some stuff, some good stuff, and I need to well, not that everything I had today wasn't good stuff, but some different good stuff. And I need to find canning jars, because me and Becky are gonna. Becky's my youngest. We're going to can tomatoes and green beans, and I want to make jelly, and we're going to make salsa. We're going to make salsa and canned spaghetti sauce. And I don't know what else, but those two things we're doing. So she has me on a mission to be looking for canning jars, and I'm on a mission always to find good stuff. Good stuff to sell. So Nate, how is it out there or down there, up there, down there in New Zealand? Aw. Really? That's a long time. Hi, Nathan B. Both. I want quarts and pints. Why, do you have some? Mrs. Wages. I am not sure what it is. I know my daughter is still got to go out and buy a pressure canner. I was looking on. I googled it today to see who had them. Walmart has them. They had a couple different kinds, so I was gonna check that out. You know who was selling lids? Dollar Tree. I bought some lids, but they didn't have the rings. I got one pack of lids, but oh, really? I'll have to check that out. I'll have to. definitely do some. I know if I wait, because people are just now starting to can here in Indiana, because the tomatoes are just now, you know, even even a little bit later. I know pickles are in and stuff like that, and green beans, but I know that, tomatoes, you can wait a while on them. So uh I used to can all the time. I did for years, and then I didn't. In fact, when I sold my house, I left all my jars, my water bath canner, all my canning stuff in the attic. I just left it there. And I told Becky, I said, I'm just going to leave it here. I don't know what to do. I have no room to store it. Yeah, that's what I was hearing, that if there's off brands didn't always seal good, it's best to get, if you can get the name brands. Well, I'm going to check. Um, I don't know if you have Menards where you're at, Debbie, but uh, they sell jars and stuff at Menards. I was gonna check and see their stuff. I need to go over there tomorrow anyway. So I was gonna check and see what they had and go from there. You only drink beer out of cans? I wish I had a can of beer. Ron drank the last one. I've got no beer. I had a beer today though for lunch, but I could use another one. What made you say that, Poodle? How's the weather been for you, Poodle, in California, where you live in California? I know that Maria lives like up north. She lives around Sacramento. I don't really know where you live. Is that true? It can't be true, dear D. Um, Lately I've been drinking. It's by New Moon. It's a New Moon beer, and it's only like 90 calories. Hi there. How are you doing? We're discussing what kind of beer we drink. I don't know. I kept asking my pastor, did they have chocolate in heaven? Because I really was hoping they did. But yeah, beer would be nice too. I'll talk to you about yours. I'd like to get you a good one. I saw that. I saw that on the news today. Stroh's in a bottle. Man, that reminds me of high school. Stroh's was big. Yeah, I know it is, because um I was gonna I know there's two or three beers that are hard to find. Um Usually I drink light, Miller Light. But when I'm buying it for here, I've been buying that New Moon because it's only 90 calories. Oh, really? Yeah, because they were saying that how you guys needed rain and you were going to get 3 years of rain in one day or something like that. And I thought, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, that's how that um Blue Moonlight one, the real light one, is too, because I mean, it tastes like beer, but it's, I'm sure basically water. Ron likes to drink. He always likes to drink Mexican beers. I like Corona Light. He likes, I don't know. He's always asking Tecate or no. I can't think. He likes Mexican beers. I know I tried Samuel Adams one time. Oh, that was so gross. I mean, gross. That was gross. But my drink of choice is margaritas. Heineken, I probably haven't had that many of them. I don't know if I've ever had it. I don't like anything that's real dark, a real dark beer. I like margaritas, and my second favorite is Bloody Marys. I try to get some kind of vitamins out of these deals. Bud Lime, I've never tried it. I'll tell you what I loved. A few years ago, I was guzzling them was those Limeritas. That was before I met Ron. Oh, Jackie. She was having her some Limeritas, like pina coladas. I haven't had one in a long time. Ron and I were just talking about that the other day. And some groceries. Yeah, I like. Oh, really? Yes, I don't like the dark beer. It always seems so. I don't know. I have a lot of English in me. I must like. I must be like a wuss when it comes to stuff like that. See, now I'm gonna want a beer. I'm gonna have to Midori and sour. Isn't Midori like orange flavored? It's kind of like Contro or however you say it. And I'm very particular about my margaritas. Oh, that sounds very good. Yeah. Well, D was at her brother's, I believe, and she was drinking something. And I kept trying to remember what it was. No, it was when she was on that trip. You like the wine coolers? I like them on occasion. I like wine. Actually, I could have had some wine tonight. I should have had some wine, but I was drinking iced coffee instead. See, where's my bartender at? They could be making me another. Bert and Ernie's here. Lorianne, I watched your sale for a little bit, a couple of different times. You do it with your husband, right? I think it's you. When you were in when you went with the other guys to why can't I think? Help me think. When you went with Scott and all them guys, you were drinking. I forgot what you were drinking, but it sounded like something I would try. Yeah, so I didn't watch the whole sale, but I watched a couple different times. I was kind of lurking in the background for a while. Yes, when you were in Kentucky. So what was it you were drinking there when you were getting kind of the coffee with bourbon? No, you were drinking something and tonic maybe. I don't remember. Shoot, I can't remember what I'm drinking. Coffee with bourbon, huh? Vodka and tonic. That's what it was. Yeah, because I was gonna have that one day. We were at we went to see a play and they had a bar set up, and I couldn't remember if it was vodka and tonic you had. Hey, that's the best way to be. I have many times. I used to drink it all the time with cream in it. And then I discovered Irish cream, and so Kahlua went by the wayside. It was just easier to buy it all ready together. My friend Margie and I, she'd come over and we'd sit and, you want some coffee? Sure. And then we just start pouring it in. I have a friend named Linda, and we were watching this movie one time. Every once in a while, we'd watch a movie together, and we would drink fuzzy navels while we were watching the movie. And the most ridiculous of movies got to be so terribly funny and hilarious. We would just be laughing away at the movies. The kids were in school at the time. But what is this? It is junk. Bert and Ernie, amaretto, Southern Comfort, triple sec vodka, orange juice, pineapple juice, and grenadine. Wow, that's a whole lot of stuff there. I love Southern Comfort. So I used to always drink that with Coke. Like Southern Comfort. And some of you guys are at least close enough to that's what I was gonna say. That some of you guys are the age that you would remember Harvey Wallbangers. My gosh, back in the 70s, you used to guzzle them suckers. It sounds like a pleasant evening, elderly poodle. Nothing like Led Zeppelin and a little bit of Kahlua. I wonder if they still sell that stuff what was it they put in Harvey Wallbangers? It was in my mind a minute ago. That's what Ron drinks all the time. It's Long Island iced tea. He but those are kind of tricky. I mean, sometimes they're really good. Depends on where you're getting them at. Sometimes they're not good. Galliano. Yeah, I wonder if they still sell that. That was a good drink. Oh yes, we're talking about drinking. I've been only showing like 20 items each time. Would you care to see anything I didn't sell, or would you rather just look at it later? I don't even know if this recorded. I don't know if it did or not. Something popped up and said I didn't have the right. Yeah, because it was real popular in the 70s. So and then I think 80s was the fuzzy navel decade. I don't even know what kind of drinks are popular now. Don't know. So when I'm unsure of something, I just go for the gut. Go for my margaritas. My daughter Jenny, when she has Geritol, my daughter Jenny, when she has like a party or something, she'll make big things full of margaritas. And she makes sangria, but she puts brandy in it, maybe. I think she puts brandy in it. So it'll kick your butt big time. You know, if it's hot out and you're saying, "My, this is good." Oh gosh. You know, Poodle, in the 60s, which was when I was a teenager, is when they came out with the Boone's Farm, but I think they came out with the apple one first. I'm pretty sure. But they had another wine called Bali High, and it was like a kind of a fruit punch kind of thing. And they had one called Thunderbird. They were the cheapy ones. So we'd usually get Bali High. That was before the Boone's came out. Some other one we used to get too. Ripple. It's called Ripple. So if any of you guys are my age, you wouldn't have heard those things. Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, we had went to a party. Mogan David. My mom always bought Mogan David, always. But we went to this party, and it was when my first husband was in the Navy. Really? Yes. Well, Jewish people drink it too. The Mogan David. Uh, so, um, we were at this party and they were all smoking pot, and it was like 190 degrees in this. They had a fire in the fireplace. It was probably like October, and it got so hot. And so they had just come out with the Boone's Farm. And I mean, I was the Strawberry Hill. I would, or yeah, Strawberry Hill. Strawberry, yeah. I was guzzling it down like it was Kool-Aid. I mean, well, at some point we had to go home and I couldn't even stand up. And so my ex-husband had to like hold me up against the car so I could unlock the car and everything. And he said that every time he'd turn a corner, I'd go like this, I'd go like this, and I'd beat my head against the car door and everything. So I got up the next morning. We had one of those bathtubs that had the claw feet on it, you know. And I got up and I saw my clothes were draped over the side of the tub, and I'm kind of looking at it. And I laid back down, and he said, you threw up all over. You were just all over your clothes. I had to wash your clothes out. And I said, oh, okay. So yeah, so I don't think I ever drank it quite so much as I did that one night. It was just, it's a ugly, ugly, ugly headache that you get. Yeah, the military is quite the well, D, you would not have made it in my Girl Scout troop. No. Mm-mm. Would have had to kick your butt out. Oh, and by the way, I wasn't smoking the pot. I didn't smoke pot. I just drank Boone's Farm. That made me such a better person. Yeah, those were the days. I tried so hard not to remember some of the idiotic things I did. Uh, some of them, my last horrible time of getting sloppy. I was already with Ron. He was working. Oh yeah, people aren't very nice when they throw up. My ex-husband, we were at a, I don't know, I think it was, they had a New Year's Eve party, and he kept eating olives, and then he threw up the olives, and he went and he threw up in the uh, shower door, where the track that they run up back and forth in, and I had to clean all that up, and I cussed him. I cussed him. I told him, I said, if you ever eat olives and drink again, I will make you clean it up. That was nasty. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I don't think I ever cleaned up his after he threw up. I usually made it to the bathroom after that. He didn't usually throw up that much. One time I was with my daughter and her husband, and I'd been at a bar the night before with a friend, and then we were going somewhere, and I got real sick in my stomach, and I said, "Stop the car." We were like on a side street. I said, "Stop the car." So I made my daughter open up her car door and I stuck my head out and I was in the back seat and I threw up. She goes, "Mom." I said, "I'm sorry." But I've curtailed my. That was before I met Ron. Most of my I've given up my drinking since I met Ron, except for that one night. So cheese. What else can we talk about? Uh Under a baby crib. That is interesting. I loved it when my daughters started drinking when they were all 21. We were at this bar. I was with my ex-husband. We're at this bar. And I had to go to the bathroom. So I went in the bathroom. And here's one of my girls on the floor, sitting on the floor, propped up against the wall, crying. And the other two were in there. And yep, Deb, that's it. And I remember thinking to myself, "Oh, this is just beautiful. Me and my daughters all in a bar together." So yeah, I don't I don't go in bars too often anymore. Can you still see without your glasses? Yes. I can see without my glasses, except for if I'm reading, close up a book or something. I can see the chat here because it's far enough away. But I don't know how long that'll last. I know I have to go and get, I'm sure I'll have to get my eyes checked pretty soon. I can't remember when I had this done. I think it was last summer or like last fall, September, something like that. It was still warm out, I remember. So I'm not really sure, but so my brother Rocky was telling me he had all this these old stereos that he was going to put in the antique booth and stuff, and I said, "Yeah, we need. That's what I'd have to find is something like that." Anyway, he was talking about putting that kind of stuff in his antique booth, and I go, "You don't want to put stuff like that in your antique booth." He goes, "Why? It's old." I said, "I know, but I don't think that would look good." Vintage and mechanical. Hi, I'm good. How are you? I know I should know who you are, but I can't think of who you are. Did you? Yeah, I saw. We had some the other. Let's see. Today's yesterday morning. We had another one, and then we're not supposed to have any for a few days now. But I'm worried about Pluto. Are you worried? about the storm poodle or not? I'm fine. CDC, vintage and mechanical. What's your name? I can't think of who you are. All right, guys. Robert. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, well, this started at 7. And since I only had 20 items. Ah, yeah. That's what I was saying. I'm gonna try to convince him to let me put it on Marketplace or something like that. I don't know. Robert, we're talking about my brother Rocky. He and I got a antique booth and we're gonna start filling it. I'm gonna start recording what we're putting in it and whatnot. And so he said he had these stereos. He wanted to put them in the antique booth, but I just don't think that goes with, I don't want to have too much of that much of a variety of stuff. I don't want him to make it look like a yard sale. So he's rather hard-headed. You must pound it into his head. I had another brother, George. He passed away though. He passed away probably about, let's see, probably about 7 years ago. No, 15 years. Oh yeah. Well, right now he's I don't know what he's doing. He's sitting at his computer, probably watching weird. Him and I will both. Yeah, it was sad, Nathan. Um, he and I like to watch some really weird videos. He was watching one the other day about a cow. And he was trying to get my daughter Sarah to look at it, and she's going, no, that's right. So how many of you guys have? Oh, you didn't know about my brother? Yeah, it's been a long while that he. In fact, it was kind of funny when we went and signed up for this booth. Rocky's name is really Jack, so she had our names, and we were kind of laughing. And I said, we had another brother, but his name was George. I said, I guess my mom would have thought it was too weird to have 2 in a row that were named Jack. I don't know. She named me Jack after my dad because she thought my dad's name was Jack. She thought she would have no more children. I'm not sure why. I'm the oldest, but Rocky looks older than I do. uh, all his kids, or not all of them, but a lot of them thought I was younger than he was. They know better now, but anyway, so my mom thought that she was not going to have more kids. So then she had George, and she named him after, I want to say her brother. Her brother, I think. Thank you, Nathan. And then Rocky was born, and she named him after my dad. And then um, the neighbor lady started calling him Rocky because he was always in the alley throwing rocks. And she'd say, "Hey, Rocco." And so at some point it got into Rocky. Because when he was real little, we called him Little Jack. I have a picture of him with overalls that my mom made him, and she had embroidered Little Jack on the bib part. So, yes, there was my dad named Jack. I was Jackie. Rocky was Jack. I had an Uncle Jack. That was my mom's brother. So when we were together as, a big family thing, somebody'd say Jack and everybody's looking, The lady down the street from us, her name was Jackie. Like 2 houses down, her name was Jackie. Yeah. And then when I went to school, I only knew one other Jackie. I think there was a couple of Jacks when I was in high school. Well, if I don't know if anybody else wants to see. Oh, shut up, Ron. Wouldn't that be cool if it was? That would be rather. I tried to get every one of my kids, like when my daughter Becky had her last little boy. I said, "Why don't you name him Jack after my dad?" And she didn't. She named him Liam. That was my choice too. I said, "What about the name Liam? I like that name because Ethan is his brother, and then there's Ethan and Liam." And but I think Jack would have been a nice name. I know now they usually name him Jackson, but that's what they should name my brother, Jackson, son of Jack. But then I would have had to be Jackie's son. Oh, yo, Jackie's son. Well, guys, I guess I should get going. And see if I can rustle up something to eat. I'm not really that hungry, but a little something. Yeah, Rhonda's gonna have to start just following the sale and chatting with you guys in the chat. I love you too, Nathan. You're a good guy. Yes, I love all you guys. You're my friends. There's only 7 people here now, so you want me to stay? Oh, okay, I'll stay. Yeah, it is. since I don't, you know, go anywhere on Friday nights or anything. This is kind of like my entertainment. I felt bad last week that I didn't come on, but I can't remember if I didn't feel good or something was going on. I don't remember. You've been on my channel since 2017? Really? Huh. How many years have I been doing sales? Let's see, this is 2023. I know I did them in 2020. 4 years, maybe? I don't remember. My memory is not that good. Yeah, I mean, unless you want to go like see a movie or something. But I do. Did anybody see Barbie, the Barbie movie yet? That I do want to go see the Barbie movie, and I want to see. Man, my nose is itching so bad; it's driving me crazy. I wanted to see the Indiana Jones movie. Those two I wanted to see for sure. I don't know about what else, but what was my favorite decade? I would say probably the 60s would be my favorite. And then probably the 80s or something like that. Yeah, I used to have really long hair. I always had real long hair. I keep asking who you are. Yeah, the 60s was when I was in high school. So that was kind of fun. Not the year I graduated though. I was sick the whole year. Um but then I started nursing school and stuff like that. The 70s were kind of fun when I first got married and then when I started having my kids. And then it wasn't then it was a lot of years it wasn't very good. The 80s, we had a recession in the 80s, and that was pretty rough financially for my family. We were really having a hard time. But that hurricane is supposed to um kind of graze where Poodle is, Ron. All right, guys. I will I'm gonna get going now, but I will see you next Friday. Oh yeah. It was way worse because nobody was working. People didn't have work. It wasn't as bad as the Great Depression, but it was very bad. And my ex-husband was an iron worker, and there just was no work. And we had to sell our house. I mean, it was just, I hope so. I hope so, Poodle. That'll be good for you. I mean, that won't be so bad. Anyway, next week, I would say there were no jobs to be had. Whereas now there's jobs. I mean, people can work if they want to. Maybe they're not making the money that they want to, but they can at least make money. They can eat. I had to be very creative with cooking. That was when the government was giving out cheese, and our lunches were often just cheese and crackers, or I mean, it was pitiful. There's just no two ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was pretty bad. But you survive. I mean, it's not like you're in a turmoil all the time trying to figure out how you're going to pay a bill, or knowing you're not going to get to pay a bill. And bill collectors are relentless with their phone calls. So anyway, I will be here next week at 6 o'clock. And 6 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central, and on and on and on. And we'll talk a bunch. We'll think of some new topics to talk about. You were just a child in the 80s? Well, you must be a very young guy, Robert, because my kids were, they were born in the 70s. So you must be around my kids, my girls' ages, because they were kids in the 80s. They graduated in the 90s. Yeah, it was fun when they were kids. I miss those days. I miss, it was fun to have kids. And then when I had grandkids, it was even more fun, at Christmas time and stuff. Now it's boring. So I'm trying to make the best of it. I have no little kids to buy for anymore. Dee's just getting started with her fun times. Sure, Ron, you can get in the chat next week, and we're going to get in all kinds of chitty chatting. All right, guys, be thinking about some things we can talk about next week. Alrighty? It's not hard. We will mention one thing, and we get in onto all kind of topics. So Robert, come back next week. Okay, that sounds fun. Okay, well then you must be my daughter. My oldest was born in 74. So you must be around my daughter's age. My oldest daughter. And then one was born in 76. And then one was born in 78. And then I retired. I retired from birthing. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I need to go potty, and I got to eat. So we will have more talk next week. Love you guys so much. Have a good weekend and next week. And I will see you on the weekend. On Friday. And be good. All righty. Good night.